We're taking you live now to Washington, where President Donald Trump is speaking.
Beautiful ballroom. This is really a lot of people, most I've ever seen in this room. And we're here for a very serious purpose, Something's out of control, but we're going to put it in control very quickly like we did on the southern border. I'm announcing a historic action to rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor, and worse. This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back. We're taking it back under the authorities vested in me as the President of the United States. I'm officially invoking Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act. You know what that is? And placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control, and you'll be meeting the people that will be directly involved with that. Very good people, but they're tough, and they know what's happening. They've done it before. In addition, I'm deploying the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety in Washington, D.C., and they're going to be allowed to do their job properly. And you people are victims of it, too. You know, you're reporters, and I understand a lot of you tend to be on the liberal side, but you don't want to get mugged and raped and shot and killed. And you all know people and friends of yours that happened. And so you can be anything you want, but you want to have safety in the streets. You want to be able to leave your apartment or your house where you live and feel safe and go into a store to buy a newspaper or buy something. And you don't have that now. The murder rate in Washington today is higher than that of Bogota, Colombia, Mexico City, some of the places that you hear about as being the worst places on earth. Much higher. This is much higher. The number of car thefts has doubled over the past 5 years, and the number of carjackings has more than tripled. Murders in 2023 reached the highest rate probably ever. They say 25 years, but they don't know what that means because it just goes back 25 years. Can't be worse. Our capital city has been overtaken by violent gangs and bloodthirsty criminals, roving mobs of wild youth, drugged out maniacs and homeless people. And we're not going to let it happen anymore. We're not going to take it. Yeah, just like we did on our southern border. Nobody comes to our southern border anymore. 3 months in a row, we had zero. I don't know if that's right, but the people that do the work, it's a very liberal group of people, actually, and they actually said zero for the last 3 months. Nobody thought a thing like that was possible. And, when you take a look at numbers, I just saw some charts. These are different cities throughout the world. Red is, okay, the red is a place called Washington, D.C. Look at these. Baghdad we doubled up on Baghdad. Panama City, Brasilia, San Jose, Costa Rica, Bogota, Colombia, heavy drugs. Mexico City, I mentioned, Lima, Peru, all double and triple what they are. So do you want to live in places like that? I don't think so. And I think the people in this room, if you wrote correctly, you'd see, look at the kind of numbers we have. D.C., 41 per 100,000, number one that we can find anywhere in the world. Other cities are pretty bad, but they're not as bad as that. Is that where you want to live? The reporters of the world? Juvenile offenders and crimes against persons, as they say. It's getting worse. Not getting better, it's getting worse. And we had a recent indication. There was a story about a man who just left. He quit because he was asked to do phony numbers on crime. And we're going to look into that. I think Pam is going to be looking into that. But he was asked by the city, I guess, that we don't want to show the real numbers. Let me do numbers so it looks like it's going down. Not going down. And under Biden, it was a disaster. And nobody did anything about it. We're going to do things about it like you wouldn't believe. Every American has a constitutional right to be able to access and petition their government in safety, and countless federal officials and employees likewise have the right to carry out their jobs in peace without being shot. As you know, I lost a very good person a while ago, was shot waiting for his wife. He was in the car, they robbed his car, they shot him, they killed him like it was nothing to it. She was walking to the car, it's a horror show. This issue directly impacts the functioning of the federal government and is a threat to America, really. It's a threat to our country. We have other cities also that are bad, very bad. You look at Chicago, how bad it is. You look at Los Angeles, how bad it is. We have other cities that are very bad. New York has a problem. And then you have, of course, Baltimore and Oakland. We don't even mention that anymore. They're so far gone. We're not going to let it happen. We're not going to lose our cities over this. And this will go further. We're starting very strongly with D.C., and we're going to clean it up real quick, very quickly, as they say. Days ago, a former member of the DOJ staff was savagely beaten by a band of roving thugs after defending a young woman from an attempted carjacking. He was left dripping in blood. He thought he was dead, with a broken nose and concussion. Can't believe that he's alive. He can't believe it. In June, a 21-year-old congressional intern was tragically killed after being hit by a stray bullet in a drive-by shooting. A former Trump administration official named Mike Gill, fantastic person, was murdered last year in cold blood in a carjacking blocks away from the White House. We all knew him. Great person. Waiting for his wife as she was walking to the car. A Democrat congressman was also carjacked at gunpoint not far from the Capitol. And in 2023, an aide to Senator Rand Paul was stabbed in the chest and head by a demented lunatic as he walked down the street, just absolutely for no reason. Horrifically, last July 4th weekend, a 3-year-old girl was shot in the head and killed while sitting in a car near the Capitol. It's becoming a situation of complete and total lawlessness. And we're getting rid of the slums, too. We have slums here. We're getting rid of them. I know it's not politically correct. You'll say, oh, so terrible. No, we're getting rid of the slums where they live. Caravans of mass youth rampage through city streets at all times of the day.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm the brother Malawan from GMS Suriname, back with another quick lesson. But before I start this lesson, I want to give all praises and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Barchach, Barashalam. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, men that are worthy of the double honors, and much love and salutations unto the brothers out there that are teaching His word in truth and sincerity. Shalom, shalom, shalom. So as you can see, the President of the United States is cleaning up Washington, D.C., man. He's cleaning it up. But as the prophets, we know that this isn't just something that he does, because he was just dealing with a whole lot of other countries being in other people's business. And suddenly, just like that, he's back to D.C. And not just cleaning up. We know that it's not just about what's happening. We know that it's about the Israelites that are there, man. It's about the Israelites, but mainly, it's about the black people, the so-called black people, the thugs and all that. It's about them. He's targeting the blacks now. He just got done with the Native Americans, through ICE. He deported them by any means necessary, legal or if you are legally there or illegally there. He deported them. He's still busy with that. But like many brothers have said, he will start with the Native Americans, and after that, he will directly go after the blacks, man. But I'm going to switch over to the Suriname language so my people here may understand me. So shalom, shalom, barang asimila, barang malawan po. Diyan, Suriname. Sabi to. Like, for sabi, daan mi bigyan am introductie abra sa Trump wan do sabi dam ang bigyan ng grote schoolmaak en ang bigyan ng Washington DC. Ang mga fintak asan ko toen si erg drape na nga di sanga dati. Ang mo do ang grote schoonmaak. Isabi to. Maar, like voor sabi, asa ano ro, sa ido amay do ko. Want vorige week nog gaan we deal bemoei in wala ter so trakon dire sa kana nga di nga dati. Wala so trasa na may bude en plotseling precies so. Di ang geval kop sa was may de kara ma nickname na Big Balls, isabi to ex Doge employee. Isabi ama get beat up na nga di nga dati. En gewoon precies so. Ama andak switch ko tab direct the blacks isabi to. O may brother tak fa asan so like one setup isabi to. So like wa setsan, wa mixan isabi to. O may man tak fa tak no police report de no